Kurwa. Co się z tym dzieje?
So, maybe we need some. It's better when you put some light. Oh, how did you came with the bus or with the bike again?
We came with a
Taxi.
yeah, because we were so late.
Yeah, we're late.
You know, it was like 10 minutes before 11 and we were still in bed. So we could... Marta wasn't sleeping well today. I think it really depends on parents. But some children are early getting up very early. But I don't know. But I so much want to stay in bed that I think I Marta get convinced somehow, little by little.
Yeah, it's hopeless to try to wake up early. Yeah?
She tried her best. Well, actually she tried, but it was around 6. It was, yeah, it's not good.
Nobody's interested if she wants to wake up at 6 o'clock. Just
you can wake up, but we don't care. Actually, I know that some sorts of kids like this. They are going, they're climbing on the table, having their muesli and stuff.
There are kids like this who wake up, parents are sleeping, whatever. They go and do their stuff.
Go to explore the world.
I remember making coffee for my parents.
Really? You were getting up?
This is
Really?
one of my first memories from childhood.
Carter has tried it, but it doesn't convince me. It doesn't mean that get up.
Maybe Vahram's coffee wasn't also.
I don't remember that. I just remember waking up and
Banana.
asking to make coffee and going and making the coffee. But I remember if I made it or probably I made it. If I remember that, then I was grown up.
Maybe you just put everything together but didn't put it on the stove.
No, I put it on the stove and make this mint and put it on with the flour and the cookie.
Ты не голодная, Марта? Я думаю, ты голодная.
So, we went to your exhibition yesterday.
Oh yes, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Yes, I went for the first time. But I sort of seen so much of it on the photos and even there was one video that our friend made.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it was very strange when the exhibition was already... No, I haven't seen Vahram after the opening, when this friend of ours already sent us a video. So I saw it before anything.
He documented this
Opening.
placing, not opening, but placing of those, how is it called? You know the name already?
Yes.
Posts.
You know, but no, they, even in the charter they called it just some posts. It's like it's really strange to get those like those posts that separate the
Yeah.
And then I called to the other that I would need to lend like this kind of things, like, but I don't know how to name them. I want something, but I cannot name what the fuck I need.
It has happened with me as well. It's so stressful, like, and those people are like, and they're like, well, you know, and I can't say what it is. Then I start to explain the function of it, and sometimes it helps. So, and how did you deal with that?
No, they understood. I just explained what it is about, and even they didn't use any special word. I was sure there is, and I am still sure there is actually a and special, you know, like this very fancy French name for it.
Yeah, some kind of wow.
Maybe it's something like post, but in some French dialect.
La Poste.
Yeah, or when you open the dictionary, there is a long title. You know the things that separate this long kind of metal and with
You could try someday, just call theater and say in French what you
then
need.
in a picture.
And they are, what the fuck are you talking about? You mean the posts?
About the exhibition, there is this thing that when the talk is about the exhibition, I remember that there is a cognac under the table.
Ooh.
Peter and Nadezhda brought a bottle of
Cognac.
brandy. Yeah.
And
We
it's
left it there to drink it later, but it's still there, I hope.
We went there and we did not know.
Yeah, I don't tell anybody. I just take it from there, but I forget when I get there.
Did you check it?
No, I haven't. I hope it's there. Maybe it's not.
Most probably it is. But,
Maybe some of the Tartu
Actually-
exhibition eaters.
They were eating also under the table.
The cloth on the table is moving in the wind actually.
Yeah, it's moving.
What is moving in the wind?
The clothes
Oh.
on the table is moving. But not very hard, no, just a little bit. I lost my voice today in the morning.
it
So I
happens.
have this, oh.
It happens.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. And nothing stays on the tape, so it's like.
Yeah, it's like the tape is bad, it has bad quality and this magnetic part is bad.
I know, and it's especially good. You can hear everybody else, but this is missing.
Yeah.
So it actually is very good coherence with your exhibition. That there's this poster, like, and you know, Vahram sent me the poster and just made it smaller a bit and sent to the secretary that she would send out the press release. And she calls me like. You know, this pink thing, is that the poster that I'm supposed to put, like, with the releases? Yeah, that's it. Okay, then meanwhile I already got into to Art House, and then I got a call from the printer. Commander, there's something wrong with your file.
It's all pink!
Good thing. So then next time then let's do the white one without the text. Just the PDF.
So, you know, now we have the tape where there's everybody else is talking, but there's no voice of you.
So there, yeah.
But I would like just literally brutally ask, like, what, in a way, what did you want to achieve, or why did you do it? It's like, yeah, in a way, why did you do it? Okay, let's
you
focus.
why do you do exhibition?
Why? Because we want you to join the Tartu Artists Union. First of all, there was like a dropout, yeah? Like it's a long story why this dropout occurred. But anyway, it happens every year that there are some dropouts, yeah? So there was this empty space, and I needed to fill it with something. And Tompere said that we need you to join the Tartu Artists Union, and we need to get you some exhibitions. So.
Yeah.
So we needed an exhibition.
Yeah, after a few days I asked Sveta to do it together. Because we haven't did much for a lot of time already. I mean, artistic activities.
So
And we started to make it, and we were doing it for, I don't know, for a month or something.
But how did you plan everything? Because when you now go to the exhibition and look at it, then all the things look like, well, they look so perfectly rotten, in a way.
No.
Yes. that I was just thinking about the flowers and fruits and
Yeah, that you have that too.
those like it seems like you knew how they will rotten and how it will look, and then not everything, but still.
Not, well, you have some idea, yeah, but just some blurry idea. You can't. I don't know.
You weren't so
This
much calculating.
planning is not very interesting because you just spend time on. I mean, there is a little space left for the surprise for ourselves as well. You imagine that this will look like this with that. This will get rotten. This will get stinky. Let's see what is.
Yeah, that's the question. Like you have a
We
lot of
weren't
fish,
a lot of
things.
we weren't a lot nervous about. Okay, let's. No.
But still, you had some kind of idea of what will you buy, what will you put.
Yeah, like we wanted fish, we wanted watermelon, nuts.
Was there some kind of influence from the historical paintings? Because that's what I first thought about. Like it looked like these old Vanita paintings from the 17th century, or I don't know,
Very
fruit
nice
tables
as well, everything well,
and
saw
tulips.
those. Yeah, well, we were watching some before arranging.
Yeah, because first when I came in, it looked like this painting only because everything is rottening and tulips being how it's called, not dyed, but
I haven't seen tulips for a pair of days
yeah, they
already.
now look very nice.
They're old.
No, they're like dead now, but like frozen, so they have now these deformed like shapes, and it's very beautiful. So that's why it was this question about did you know that they will do such thing, like because I thought, oh, that's a perfect choice of flowers because they did that and that when they got old.
We thought about what to choose, but not very detailed, and because there is, even if you plan a lot, there still will be an element of surprise. But this way, the surprise is a bit more. And
I think what we planned we actually didn't do.
we haven't rehearsed.
What did you plan which you did not do? What did you plan what you did not do?
What we planned, we did not do.
About this table arrangement. I think we were imagining it like when we were watching this paintings.
Yeah.
We were not really like we were just trying to get the style of Netherlands naturalmort, but still.
Yeah, that's what our first thought when I saw actually.
I don't know, not to have a style, but to
have feeling, yes.
freshly look at them again and to have this in mind. And of course, the influence is visually like the biggest influence is this because it.
And also like the tulip is also because it's one of the. It's one of I don't know if it is national flower, but it's like very popular flower in these paintings, Netherlandish paintings.
No, it was the most expensive flower.
I think
sincerely, I haven't thought. I haven't thought about it this way. It just we brought these flowers at the last moment, and you just look at the flowers and. Yeah, this is it. Obviously, this is it. So because there is these things, it just at some point it starts to make itself, and if you just do some stuff, everything else it just builds itself there.
And the jazzy music.
The jazzy music is. Oh.
Sorry. I'm forcing you to talk.
I think if you know there was this event about this exhibition on the Facebook for a long time, and Vahram was posting these pieces of this jazzy music all the time.
It's one of the first things we wanted to use. We had this before having everything else, but we already have this music part as some kind of.
So the music,
Maybe this music part is the basement, a canvas for it. Because you have the first, like the mood thing, yeah. Let's say the emotional part of it, and everything else is added on it.
I think if you...
Because we wanted to first, we started with this like nice, positive, hopeful, some love-related thing there.
Yes, actually, if you look at this music, if you look at these clips on the YouTube, and they are pretty many of them are some music from Italian erotic films of the 70s. And very fun pictures of half-naked ladies on there.
They're really nice photos. And bikinis and stuff.
Oh, have to check it.
Yeah, we were about to do it in the morning, but I also slept a bit too long.
Yeah, because for me, like this visual part of the exhibition and maybe even the smell and everything that reminded me of these Netherlandish paintings. But the music went very nicely together with the post-party situation. Somehow that there was this glamorous party and now the wine glasses are empty and like the music is still on. Nobody has switched off the music and but the party has ended. It's like the next morning or in the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping.
Yeah, it's getting light already outside.
It's like early morning or something.
I think it's when I was visiting, I was thinking that it depends on the angle you're watching the thing. If you are standing on the doorways and now the door is open because of the smell, and you're just entering, you can imagine that there are people there who are partying and you just can't see them because you see them in the doorway and you see the table and like if you look from this angle and you see this table. And you guess what is happening there, and you hear the music already. But then you enter, and you start watching it in this museum-like situation, and then you already know that there is no party going on. And then you start to feel it as in Netherlandish still life. But in the first moment, you don't feel it. You feel it like as a party being watched from outside. But also, our reference wasn't only this Netherlands things. Also, I was personally thinking about. I was growing up in St. Petersburg and we were going to these excursions to these palaces all the time, and there were all the time these big canteen rooms that had these tables covered with beautiful pieces of cutlery and plates, and they were all put together, but you couldn't really touch them. And there were this long with this line. This long luxurious tables.
Basta coffee uzmane sa kaše.
But how important was this okay, and in a way you have this one, but everything equal. Like I always also feel this last supper situation, and when Šelda was now referring to that, everybody has left, so it's like in a way it's like this is done. So it even more for me in a way refers to this last supper that the party is over. How symbolically important it is that it is like done. When Sveta now referred to this museum situation where you have this table but you cannot actually touch it, and you had the opening where there really was this party, and everybody could go and grab and eat together, and now it's like closed away, so you came too late. Like this situation of
Like me.
the party being over or you having missed it. Or how important was that in a way?
How important?
Yeah, like this feeling that that you missed it in a way. Margus Tamm had an excellent installation, like it was the best party in the city, but they didn't vent or something like that.
Yeah,
when you entered the gallery.
I was talking about...
Yeah, Sveta.
Yeah, there's this long corridor, and then you end up in the.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
But it really felt like,
great.
Christ, what now? Like I made it all through, but I didn't go nowhere. It's like.
Yeah, I was actually very much thinking
we were
about
talking
this
about
installation.
this. Sveta told about this. It's beautiful.
But I think...
I don't know how much reference it was, but we were talking about this.
No, the reason why I'm asking is that this the situation of it all rottening is in a way very much dominating. Like especially because it's smelly and you feel it all. It's all rottening and it in a way dominates. And then there's always this question like, no, but what was behind it? It's like. Because the opening itself wasn't also obvious. Like what happened with the opening was everybody was expecting to be filmed, photographed, whatever. Everybody was thinking like, okay, it will be most probably about us eating it. But no, there is no reference to anybody eating it. Actually,
no, it's just because because we have to be more active. There was no intention to hide it or something, not to talk about it or it's. Yeah.
Oh no! I didn't mean.
It just has to be by itself. I'm thinking to put some photos to the event, so people could see it, and people who haven't been there first would have an idea. And also to put some fresh photos, so that there are people who were at the opening, but they have no idea what's going on there now.
Now I was searching for this extra level, like what is this? To where do we have to and to where can we interpret it? Like what is actually going on there,
You ask about the importance of this last supper, and it's important as much as
the last supper is important.
It became more important as you said it, because
You want tea or coffee?
No, I guess this last supper element for me comes.
I don't know which part is more important, which thing is more important.
I think it's also just what happens in somebody's mind, like when Šelda saw it and she straight away referred it to this Netherlandic still lives.
Yeah.
No, but for me, in a way, this shape of the table that you have, you right away think about Michelangelo.
That was in our mind also. Like, of course, we know that it's very we don't want to I think we didn't want to look like this, but we know that it would be looking like this. They knew about it. It was from the beginning.
Here's some chai.
But I think there is one thing that is probably close to this last supper also. I don't know. This one. That something was happening, and you see, like there was something nice happening, something good happening, and then you get only. You get only remnants of not remnants. Like you have to guess what was happening by what you see. But it's also was the important thing. I think for me the most important thing was it's something that happens to every memory, probably to everything. First it starts, like that's the actual thing is going, but then there is a memory that is somehow being transformed and deteriorated also, and, mutating. Is what you see all the time there happening. Like there once there's an event, but then there is all this mutation things that are happening after it's in your memory. You perceive how you perceive it.
So all the questions in a way also refer to, like I really like this museum parallel that you brought that. Also like you have this perfectly set up table in the museum, but actually the question like what happened behind that table is, it's like this. We can write some thick books about that.
Yeah, but I think it's slightly different things. One thing is that you are late and you see that something was happening before you and something was happening without you, if you're the other person. But also if you are the same person that have attended the opening, and then you come the second time, then you see that, like then you remember and that you see that all this happened, but all it's in the past, it's always in your past, and you can see what is going on, I don't know, in your stomach, in your head, everywhere.
Yeah, people who ate there actually look at it really differently than people who have.
Yeah, because they were part of the event.
Yeah, because on Facebook it just looked fun.
Yeah.
One were eating and the others were laughing. Like, there were some people in a line in the back standing and smiling and
talking
laughing.
about some photos that I haven't seen, I guess.
I don't know, Indrek, you put them into Facebook. I saw.
On Facebook?
Or you just send me the photos from the
I
opening.
saw only Indrek's photos.
Because there was people are eating and then there were people just smiling and then laughing. And not going towards the table, but just like audience that is looking at these other people as they are the performers.
Yeah.
And then are a bunch of people that are the real viewers, like that. Also some split, but of course it's just the feeling made by the photo, because maybe these people afterwards, when it's photographed, already went to the table as well. But in that moment, it looks like that the people divided into two. Still was these viewers. They were looking at the art piece or performance or whatever, and then there are the ones that took part.
Yeah, and when there were like talks and stuff, we really didn't want to discuss anything about the exhibition at the opening of the exhibition. But there were like two kinds, people who are really, this is cool, and the other part who were coming, but you know what's going on, this analytical kind of thing which we're trying to just whatever. It's a job.
And I think the best comment was that Vahram told me was that one lady approached him.
Yeah, it was the greatest comment.
You can.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The lady came and this is a really, this is an amazing exhibition. Great. But next time, please bring more of the plastic cups, because cups are not enough. And some people doesn't have cups, so next time you do this, please have this in mind.
There's not enough wine cups.
Okay. Yeah, there wasn't enough wine cups, and we're bringing more wine cups. And some wine cups there. There are things that I'm always worried about a lot, but I don't know if I should. There are less cups at the start, and in the process cups are added. Like at the end, there are more cups than at the start. And it's kind of thing that I can wake up in the night at 5 o'clock and then still think, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because it's I don't know. It's the thing. It's the thing you don't think about. That I hadn't thought about it. That there will be some more stuff. And then this lady brought a card at the end. She.
The same lady.
No. Some other lady. No, there is this. I don't know if they are famous or not, but the lady with this boy.
Oh, yeah.
In this Kukunut video.
Yeah,
as
lemps
well.
ja tema lemps.
I don't know what that means, but I
No,
know they're
it is. It's Lembit and his mother.
Yeah, so she brought a card. She wrote some nice things at the back and gave a card, a photo card with a table with, I guess, with Georgian guys singing or something. I haven't even observed it well, but there is this card, and I don't know why I haven't took the card with me. I left it on the table. I put it on the table. I was doing everything. When I saw that it's on the table, okay, now it's on the table, and it was facing. It was. So if it's a table, the card was like this with this table, with a picture of a table of Georgian guys drinking and stuff. And it became a nightmare as well, because I don't want to touch the table after putting these things. But so I just, but it was just, then I just turned it backwards so it won't. I guess it's okay. Just, I don't know, maybe. And I guess the cups are also okay.
There are more cups now. I think it's okay. More cups in the beginning. In the end and in the end. I wanted to say something about...
It's
Not-
16
No,
Probably about the not really Last Supper, or Last Supper, not Last Supper. There was this thing that everybody is coming, like that you are sharing, and in the opening you are sharing the meal with everybody who's coming, wherever it is. They can be like, there could be some homeless people coming or whatever. This is, I think this was something that was important for me. And yeah, it's not really what.
Oh, so it's not like a private party like the Last Supper was.
Wow.
exactly. If we think it's that
private
kind of...
parties now.
Yeah, it
With
wasn't,
face
it wasn't
control
private
and stuff.
party. It was strictly not private party.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning we went,
But how much was this? These people that are not usual comers. Was there people that accidentally just appeared in the opening?
I don't know. I guess at the end some people were calling their friends. But everything was almost over already. It's just one guy who is always at the exhibitions and eating.
Yeah, I know
He
that.
started to call pair of his friends, and there was still a little bit of wine, and he was like, "Hey, this is my friend, give him wine." Like, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there's regular guys, they're really disappointed when there's nothing to eat. Like, only wine is like, you can get it everywhere. If there's nothing to eat, then they're really pissed. Like. So your opening was, in this sense, it was golden.
Yeah, they will talk about it.
As-
Till the next one where they can get
Let's
it.
say it was as good as usually those embassies are making exhibitions, then there's always catering. So.
Yeah.
But in Latvia I have noticed that usually the openings where you can get food, yeah. There is some cases when artist for some reason especially makes this big table.
Yeah.
But usually if artist makes the big table or curator or whatever, then it's usually like this retrospective
Yeah.
and something like that, and it comes together with like some kind of big birthday and like all together, and then there is this huge table. So
Yeah,
you not
probably
only
they
get a
have
lot of
some-
alcohol, you
some
get a lot of things to eat.
Guests, maybe.
And the only that I was very surprised was our this year's Purviša Prize winner, Andres Eglitis. He some 5-6 years ago made a solo exhibition in Arsenale, which is in our art museum in Riga. And his family was preparing this table concept for months, and it was all in white and red, like our flag. And
You're from Riga.
Yes.
You're from Riga.
yeah,
I didn't know.
in the third generation, yes,
You're the third generation.
in Riga. Yeah.
Okay.
But from my mother's side, there is Polish.
Polish.
Yeah. So my grandfather, it's the grandfather of my mother, so it's my grandfather, like I guess.
Yeah.
So he's from Poland. He came to Latvia, so from my mother's side, it comes from Poland. From father's side, I don't know. I think it's more Latvians in more generations than from my mother's side. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he made a very like, so if everything is white and red, so with wine no problem.
Yeah.
It's the white and the red wine.
Yeah.
But with other drinks there was like vodka because it's white, and then some Red Mary. And,
Red Mary was there.
not Red Mary, but Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
yeah.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just red. That's why I said red.
Ah, you mean all the food was also red?
Yeah, red and white. Yes.
Yeah.
So cheeses
Yeah.
and also biscuits and everything was just red and white. But because the exhibition was on the second floor and the stairs are really like extreme. Yeah. Then actually can even show you some pictures. I recently photographed that stairs there.
It's old Arsenale, and it has like the stairs go up like I don't know what. It's a killer,
Yeah.
and it's really high. It's like climb and climb and climb.
Ding, 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 ding.
Stolen also.
Totally off topic, but just for the record, I remembered there was Alar Tuul's opening in the museum. Alar Tuul, painter, and and Jass Kaselan went to the opening. Rael threw him out.
Who?
Rael threw Jass out from the opening in the museum.
Oh shit. That's
That
why.
was golden.
Now I understand. Oh, it's recorded shit.
That's the point.
That I remember you talking about that what Tartu Art Museum will buy from the artworks from their budget, and Talvisto was suggesting Jass Kaselan's work, and it was turned down. And now I never thought about it, that it might be this case, not that it's like
No,
not
Rael,
international, his art is not international enough, but that there is this personal thing about this shit jar.
Yeah. They actually have a good installation by us, an old one, but a good one.
Oh. So this is one of the pictures.
Oh,
To the
beautiful.
And it's really like the highest.
I photographed this for you because there is also the stairs that lead
That
nowhere.
lead to nowhere.
Oh, but
Yeah.
yeah. See,
Hmm.
And the stairs are really high. It's
It's
like,
the end of the stairs.
no,
No,
actually,
it's just weird that I photographed just because it's weird that it goes nowhere. And it goes like that, I did not photograph at all. And this is the exhibition where I went, it's upstairs from one Latvian sculptures that I like from the new generation, Ginter Skrumholz. So it's just this. That's it.
Yeah.
But somehow with this exhibition, suddenly start to think about the stairs again.
Yeah.
Because you really have to walk there. There is no lift, no elevator. You just have to walk. And so all the party, when this Indrek was making this party with food and drinks, you could not go up with that. If you start like you can drink and eat only in the first floor. So.
Yeah.
And this is also his work on the other exhibition called Pink.
oh yeah, the pink also came up because of your poster.
Yeah. The poster is also, I don't know, there is, yeah, it's there, it's with the exhibition, but not that it's, you know, when you talk about the Last Supper things and ask how important it is, it can be important because you can dig deep into that. But with poster, I don't think that poster is important. Because
Then why pink?
I don't expect it to have much things to think about or to, I don't know.
But in a way, for me, the iconoclasm of the poster was important in this sense that it didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah. If it would be white, it would say a lot. For me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if it's pink, it's like what?
And then
Sorry,
it's not even straightforward pink. It's some strange, as it came from the printer. Nobody cares too much. It's just the way it is.
It's pretty much what was expected.
Yeah, but it's like, but the fact that it doesn't have any imagery or it doesn't say nothing. It doesn't even have the author's names. It's like, so it makes this. It starts to work.
Yeah.
Because pink is a strong color, actually.
And not only pink, but you have a poster that is supposed to give you some information, and if it doesn't give you any information, then what happens is that there is this.
It becomes some kind of,
But pink is a strong color, so it's like
Yeah,
it has its own meaning so much, than it.
Yeah, because nothing
Of
else.
course, it's totally different from what you go and see in the exhibition, but still, it's like it's not, I don't know, gray or brown or even now green is already a more active color, but like pink is.
I really forgot about that the last time we were here.
Pink is a color with attitude.
I got it. It can be good with some cake.
Yeah, I was also hoping on it. Easiest just to take it with a spoon or something.
Yeah. Там деталька.
Это птичка.
Это птичка. Это птичка.
Это птичка.
Птичка, Marta, чистота.
That's just water. So how many plates do I need?
Many?
Okay.
At least 5, 6.
One for you.
Big now.
One for Šelda, one for Vahram, one for me.
One for Marta.
No, Marta can eat from my plate.
Yeah, then we have a little bit less on plates. So I have here tea for Kardinadar.
Ära on palju eriti.
Does somebody want some more tea or coffee or
Coffee.
something? Oh, I have also this. Mul on sellest morssi on ka.
Kui tore, jah. Tead, võib-olla Marta tahaks, ta vaata seda teed vist. Seda teed ta ei ole.
Piparmünti? Või
Seda vist morssi võiks küll.
Morss on ka.
Kui sul on
Mul on seda morssi, mul on...
Mul on piparmindi. Mida asja? Kõige suurem leht.
I don't know if Vahram told that. But in the beginning we wanted just to make something that would be nice for other people, somehow cheerful for other people. That's how this eating thing came out.
Yeah, but in the end it's...
In the end,
Not
it's not
very
it's not very cheerful for the others. Yes, it comes out. It's very difficult to make a cheerful thing, you know. All the time there are some things that some pessimistic people can... some pessimistic thoughts can come out. Especially in this time of the year.
I don't have anything better to cut the nuts or break the nuts for the here, so... Next time I go to Riga, I will buy natuke pepper.
Jään katsi just muusi. Muusika võtab nii loobe.
Katsin just muusi võtta, kohe saab muusi.
Koodega mis pähkel. Ma ei tea pähkel.
Can find more chairs to...
Yeah, that's what we also have to do. Šelda, there's one chair in Kardinador's room.
No siis on ju otse Marta ning Sveta ees. Kuhu tekis minu kõrval istub?
No mina arvatavasti.
Ei, ma olen Šelda.
Šelda, no siis paneme Šelda sinu kõrvale.
Aga vahetevahel tuleb taldiku ära. Oota, kas Vahrammi ole see lillega?
No vaatame, mis ta saab.
Šelda,
See on muus missing,
you sit in here.
I will figure out something.
Šelda, you sit here. You chair is here. Sit.
Where are all the spoons?
Šelda!
Do I have some more?
Sa ei tea, et Šelda on ju kast nimega Lalovitš. See on lätikeelne nimetus. Wow, ma olen kukas. Yeah, pancakes.
You don't have...
You have to figure out something, but I don't know.
Pepper cook.
Maybe we can take the little one.
Sa ei tea, ma arvan, et minu back-up ikka nagu pea uksest sisse.
Tavaliselt tuleb... tuleb
Aknast. Jaa, aga minul tuleb nüüd pea uksest läbi. Kes saab selle diivani? Diivani tüki. Kas sina istud selle peal?
Mina istun selle peal, jah.
Vähe tavaline. Ja Vahram istub. Pigi.
So, some forks and knives. A lot of
Careful.
Kitty cat.
and there's some more
Another is
there.
here. We can another two. Oh yeah.
Everybody gets one.
3, 4, and 5.
No, I think we went okay. So, and for you, and for you, and for you, and for here. No, I do actually. This is 6.
Oh, it's probably not really sharp.
And maybe even some ice cream would be good on the cakes.
Oh yeah.
Oota. No, võtan pärast kooki.
Can I ask for more coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which one would be?
Huh?
Mis
I
siin?
don't know.
Mina võtan pärast.
We both. Let's be both. Yeah. Maybe
Yeah, not very
Mis
big.
siin on? Ma võtan pärast pannkooke.
Võtad pärast panni, okei.
Yeah,
Ma proovin mõlemaid.
together.
Aga mitte praegu.
So
Enne saan pannkooke ja siis.
one spoon here.
Yeah.
Okay, one is there, one is there. You don't need that one. Only wash it.
This is nuts.
And the uncle.
And the uncle.
Camera!
Camera! Hey!
Yeah.
What does it say? There is something
My
blinking.
bike is cross
Blinking, yeah.
bike.
Oh, it's good when it's blinking.
Yeah?
Yeah. I hope so. Well, let's see. It has happened that it doesn't record. It's just not a problem. You know. Because we have, we obviously have audio of I don't know which quality and what will be actually on it. Because if you know, the overall noise is so high, it's like. We will see.
Put the sugar.
Thank you.
So the spoons just will have to like go around. So sorry.
Okay.
võime need kõik tõsta või?
Yeah, võta palun. With the spoons, there's such a
We don't
strange
need-
thing. They are getting lost.
Spoons.
Yeah, it started like a few months ago, and I don't know. I haven't found any anywhere. But the little spoons are getting lost.
Давай. Чик-чиком, да.
Careful.
I don't know what to start. Looks really good.
Я попробую.
Now coming back to the exhibition, how does the result feel? I don't know if you like are you satisfied? It's a bit like stupid, but the point in the question is actually there in this are you satisfied question. Is it? Did you have in mind what you wanted to achieve? And does it work the way you wanted it to work, or like you know, want to refer to this surprise potential in it? Is the surprise like?
I think it was very difficult to imagine exactly what it was going to be because it depended on so much things on what dishes will be there, how it will all be organized and how it will be all looking and how people would react and how it all will be getting rotten and I don't know and many other things.
But I don't know. It's not the end yet, but still, I don't think it will change much.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think it's going to change more because it's quite cold outside also.
Yeah,
It has balsam.
so even though the door is open, there are no flies. Let's say this way.
Yeah, I think so.
But in the end, it would be really nice if little worms would appear.
It'd be nice, really.
Everything got alive
dry,
again. You know?
Yes, now everything is dry. I was actually when I got there 2 days ago, I was a bit disappointed that everything went so fast and that like there's normal processes going on.
Process, yeah.
And I was thinking that it would be nicer if the door would be closed and this odor would be
Because then the climate would.
yeah, because you would get a sort of high out of this.
Yeah.
Because
It works like this. It was really hard. I tried to photograph there for 10 or 15 minutes. And after that, for a pair of hours, I couldn't be normal. I was eating lemon all the time to get the smell out. It was just
Because-
coming back, sorry.
yeah, because this thing is about sort of like imagining. You're not well. You're seeing what you see, but also you can't help but thinking what it used to be and all these things. And that's why all this getting strange because of smell. I think it enhances the effect somehow. Now then there is almost no smell. You just look at this more as an old food, not like a thing that is living its life by.
For me also some personal memories came up because one summer I was just to get some extra money I was working in one hotel but it's like this private home hotel like it's like private house with like pool and some big garden, so it's very nice place near Riga where you can go and be like in a hotel but with this nice environment and pool and everything. And I went there to help to put on the tables when the banquet was and to take it down. And when you put it on, it's very nice to do it. Like they bring themselves, the people, the food, but you put on all the dishes, and I was learning how to make the paper to look like nice, and everything. But when you came next day to take it all down, it was always this smell, and it isn't even like the food is rotten, but if the level of the food was not the highest, then it stayed all night. They were partying half the night, and most of the food they left behind. So we just put it in a big trash bag all. And
it actually doesn't matter what food is.
But
it
the
just
smell,
has this specific old food that is.
The next day this smell was like and it reminded me also because it's after party effect and like the party has ended, the music still is on, and there is this smell of the food that has stayed all night.
But to answer Indrek's question, I think it went really well because we learned, like, it's sort of thing that you can't be really sure till the last moment. And this was beautiful. Like, you don't really know, would it be beautiful or not? How it would be.
We were discussing with Sveta this thing a lot, that with the exhibitions, it's not a job, and you have fun, and all the discussions we always had this thing that if there is something that you know what it will be and know how it will work, can you imagine that? What's the point of doing that for us? Yeah, of course you can plan something, do it, and everything is fine. People come and they enjoy. But it's kind of, but what about me? Like, am I a worker? It's not a job.
I think it's also the format that is quite difficult to control. Yes, if it would be something like videos or paintings, you would more understand how it's looking like.
But what was how did this eating and drinking start? Did you shout and start eating?
No, Indrek had an introduction, then I said hello and welcome in this country. At first few seconds people didn't want. Well, it's normal. there's a lot of people and there's this table and you say come and eat, nobody comes and eat. I poured some wine and tried some things. Something like, yeah, come on, and just got out from the crowd. Because it started in seconds. When one person does this, second person is
Yeah, we got that people.
it goes fast. I don't know about this smell thing. I was talking to Indrek the other day that my first impression that I don't like that it's very smelly. Because at the end, the smell is a special effect. And I don't know, it's maybe a matter of taste or something, but it's cool, it's fun, but it's smelly, it's very smelly, But it kind of, I don't want it to be very smelly. Because it's kind of, it's too much special effect. It's like, I don't know, the movies with explosions, like, yeah, there can be an explosion. It can be a bigger one, but when it's so this is kind of, it's too much, I don't know. That's why we thought about opening the door with the Indrek. Maybe that's wrong decision. I'm not sure about this.
I feel that the smell sort of fills the room. Because the table itself is not that big.
Yeah.
And the table becomes more like omnipresent smell.
Yeah, sure.
It's true that what is bad about smell is that it's the thing that everybody is going to remember. If you look at this book, this visitor's book, almost any comment that is there is about smell. And that's bad because people are going probably to remember it as a smell exhibition, not about
The smelliest, smelliest exhibition.
Yeah, in a way, you have to
Nomination, the smelliest.
if you have to tell somebody what it was, then yeah, it really smelled.
No, it's fine. Anyways, it's fine because if there is something besides the smell, you will find out that something.
No, actually,
If there's no smell, okay.
no, the smell. The only thing was that it did not let me be inside the room as much as I usually am.
Yeah.
Because I'm one of those persons who are usually very slowly, very long. Like
Yeah.
going
You can't
to-
stay there for long. You want to, but you can't.
and observe all the details, and I did not do it because of the smell.
Yeah.
I could not take it so long. Even with the open doors, so if it would be closed,
Yeah.
then I don't know. But about this, in a way, it would be interesting if the life would appear again on the table, like the second life, only in worms and bugs and something like that. And it also reminded me of the stories that one of my neighbors told that you should not put things like tatar and many other things in an open way in the closet.
Yeah.
Because
It's
she was away for some time and and many things were opened. And when she came back, then when she opened the closet, you could sense a little movement around everywhere. It's like it's almost not, but it's everything is a bit like moving, and actually there is like zoos there appeared, like it's worms and bugs and everything like.
Yeah.
And it's like all the closet is like a bit moving, and that was
about wanting to be there for longer. Of course, music has a lot to do with this because it makes you want to be there for longer. That's what it means.
and it also takes away.
What works for it.
I think it also takes away a bit this sense of monumentality. because then you more start to think about what happened, or otherwise you just visually like observe it and have your thoughts about it, your feelings about it. But when there is this music, it somehow makes you think as all the space, not only of the table, but of the space itself and what has happened there. Well, of course, also the smell, but I can't. I don't have this experience. Indrek has this experience of eating the food and now looking at it.
There could be more things left somehow. I don't know. Maybe everything is just. I mean, maybe everything just now dried out. That's why. But there's only. I mean, more probably more fruit things, because now there are only watermelons.
Well, what do you mean, rotten stuff?
Yes, something more.
Throw it in it.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't know. Of course, I simply like this rotting thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I like. And many people do, I know. But when somehow it's probably more beautiful in photos somehow. When you showed me photos of some details, when you were like sort of concentrated on the details, then it really yes.
But
it's
it's
really
the
nice.
same with the Netherlandish paintings. That's the only thing that I really 100% enjoy possibilities in internet to zoom the details, because there is this beautiful bunch of fruits, and then you zoom and one of them is a little bit rotten, and there is a fly on it, and something is crawling like some kind of worm.
Also,
and the shapes and the colors.
There are lots of rotting art around. So it's not really sort of peculiar thing. I think what is beautiful is something like the leftovers, like there is this red drops of wine that are dried in the glasses. Something that talks more about not about the food by itself, like what food it is, but about people that were behind it. I don't know. For me, it's
But you have yourself worked with.
yes, I myself. It was specially set for.
Sveta made portraits of people. She took some samples of you, like spit or whatever, and let it grow in this petri glass. And made a picture of the. Made a portrait of the sample donator and of the sample itself, but the thing that started to grow. So they were like those paired portraits. I can even search this somewhere in cheese.
And of course they were very, very different. I mean, this fungi was very different, and people were different. And you start seeing parallels somehow.
Yeah, this this one is nice in this way of continuation of Sveta's.
But I think it's not really our thing. Not really about the. I don't know. You feel it's continuation, or just coincidence?
In this way,
And it is a coincidence. But since it is there, in a way it starts to work, or you start to think about it just because it is there.
I think there are quite a lot of coincidences about our thing. Actually, we have been thinking about the exhibition for a long time. We have been thinking about totally different things, and we came with the final idea quite lately. But I think that as far as we have been thinking along, there are more possibilities for coincidence, because you have been thinking about many things, and then you're opening ways for many things somehow. Now I was thinking about these Christic things, that there were fishes and grapes. It's not really that we intended to be there, but they happened to be there. And that's where the fishes that are. And also, it's not about last stop was private, but this gathering breads and fishes was very public. Sort of.
No, I mean, water was turned into wine.
Yes. It's not. I don't know. I think that when we were doing this, we didn't really think we didn't really want to set this very special things that we want to express this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to make a piece, and then if it creates lots of different translations, then well, the more it creates, the more possibilities creates, the better. It's not that we want it to be definitely like. Saying
No,
this.
also just in my own mind, I tried to not to put it somewhere or to systematize it for myself in a way. At one point, I think it's the most conceptual exhibition that has been in Tartu Art House during my career. But now,
Nice to hear.
but the effect comes from the fact that it is so difficult to pin it down in a way. So in one way it is like this, it has this fluxus effect in this sense that, everybody just ate and stuff just stayed how it is and this is how it is, like this. This is right now very popular, you can see it a lot, like I saw it this summer a little bit too much. And, so at one point it has this, but then on the other side it doesn't have this gesture element in it that is very important in fluxus, that you have this, somebody does a little gesture, I draw a line. Like it doesn't have this väljakutse.
Challenge.
Yeah, it doesn't challenge the viewer in this sense that, I made something totally stupid when I think about it.
Yeah. No.
But then again, on the other side, but it still is a challenge for the viewer in this, like not a challenge, but it is still very, very open. It's very difficult to pin down what it is, and it doesn't comment on itself, like what is also very typical for conceptualism, that I am making art. Yeah, so it comments on itself and the thing of making art. But this parts all are missing, but it still has in a way the similar aesthetics in it. It arouses in a way the similar problems. And drew the hint to this Netherlanding and drew the hints to art history. It also again has some connection to. To commenting itself, like in this sense too. So it has these levels, but it always like runs away from this traditional conceptualism approaches. So this is the part I like in it. Blah. Sorry. No. It was just trying for myself to pin down what is it, what not only what I see there, but what works in a way for me, or why it is.
That's what I was trying to say when you were making paintings. How important is this upper movement? It's as much as it's important as it can be, as much as it can be important. For example, the poster element. There were some talks about poster element. For me personally, it can't be much important, for example. But for the girl there, she told a pair of things, it was important. And it made it, for me, a bit more important. Because I found some things which she said important for me that I can later play with it, think about it, make something else, recycle it, what she said and stuff. Just making it important. And it's really the best part, because when you find like a mold or something, this important new importances grow there. It's the best feeling, because you know that there was something there that grows this importance. This. There are of course things that are obvious, like the still life paintings, like the jazz music and time thing, like the opera thing, like the opening thing and Macross thing, and etc. Which are already kind of important and obviously important. See it, you kind of put things together, you play with it like some kind of a Rubik's Cube or something. There are things, but sometimes you these rotten things on a watermelon. I didn't have an idea that there will be this white mold on a watermelon because this petter put a shrimp in a flower and it fell down on it and they together made this mold. But it's not accidental. It makes this new importance because it was there. It's not. That's what it's for. I mean, all this planning thing. It's just a little bit. You plan. You draw trampoline, like these guys who are shooting films and should jump from the helicopter. So you just draw the trampoline as well as you can. You sometimes experiment on the trampoline. Then something comes and jumps on it somewhere. I don't know about importances. If it's cool, if it's interesting, that's important. Yeah. If you can. Yeah, smell is important. For example, I say that no, it's not important, no, important, but it comes out that it's very important for me. Because I think all the time about this smell thing. If it's big, if it's small, if it's good, that it's too emotional. Or why I want it to be like dry, why I don't want it to be emotional, but it is. That's how it becomes important. First, it's just a table, come on. It's just a table with a full people came in. There is no, it looks like this, okay? This not looks like an earth, or whatever. If you can make something out of it later, it's good. And this is the potential thing. We were talking about this with Sveta the other day. This is how it goes. I mean, when I hear something interesting when talking to you about a thing, when I hear something that I haven't had this combination of things, you put something together and oh great, it's like watching this after trampoline. You watch the thing doing this thing in the air and you didn't know that it can do this thing, but it does this thing because of the trampoline. Because if you do the trampoline other way, it will do the different thing, but it's just a trampoline. It doesn't, yeah. And it's for fun. I don't know, personal fun. Of course, it would be amazing if to hear more about it. To talk about it is to be. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not talking about it right now. I'm not talking about the exhibition. There's a table, the things connected. No, I'm talking overall about everything. It's nice to hear stuff from other people. It's nice to give this to people who can actually solve it. Because I don't know. Because I don't think we are solving it actually. There is someone smarter needed to solve it. Nobody is super smart, but
Yeah.
you know, you build this basic Rubik's thing or something that needs solving different ways. And I hope that some people who are smart would be interested in playing with it. And it would be great to hear you. The more I hear you talk about it, it's great because you see what it does in the how it flies. Let's see how it flies. If you stop talking, it just goes. Then if it has an oil in it or something, if it works, it goes. Somebody does this and maybe there is a potential. See how it works. Maybe it's stupid bullshit. Maybe it's just a stupid bullshit. Maybe not. But it would be great to ask people to try to do this because it's interesting. I don't know, for me, of course, it's interesting how what's there in it. Is there anything in it actually, or it's just this? Okay, nice, thank you.
But there are this part which is just natural, which is like biology, is it like the way all the things are changing, the chemical processes and so on and so forth, and the smells that becomes bigger and everything. But what about, is there also changes that you see that somebody has interfered? That there has somebody in some moment came and moved the glasses or stole something?
Nothing can run about it. Nothing can run about the thing.
No,
Yeah.
it's just...
Why not? Maybe you go other day and see that some homeless dude is sleeping on the table. Come on, it's great, right?
Yeah, everything.
Or some another dude like I don't know. If it grows into importance, it grows into importance. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, the card thing, it was important for me, for a day I was thinking about it, and what. But now it's kind of gone for me. Come on, it's just a card, it looked ugly, I did it this way, whatever. Or the glasses, I'm saying, but the glasses, but I see that you're like, so about the glasses, they become more. It's not important.
I want to say that it's also great. It's not important because everything is taken in consideration. Everything is everything.
And if somebody comes and moves the thing, it depends on how he moves the thing. If, for example, there is I think Gamepad and company, they made this face on the table. That's what are you, I think, talking about. Yeah, there is some intentional kind of thing. Yeah, he put the shrimp into the flour. Like with these things, it's interfere. You're changing it. But it's.
No, it's just the question is also because it's typical also in art, but in all the things that what is nature doing. That is okay because nature is like.
Oh, come on, better is nature. He's.
It doesn't even exist anymore.
Nature is nature.
But
especially when he's drunk.
But now I'm talking about this.
The thought mate and.
The laws of how we like civilization, how we make our own like this.
There's this opposition between biosphere and sinosphere.
But
This is culture.
we are not making a natural experiment how it's going to rotten. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, it's a scientific experiment. Whatever. Yeah, no. If it's good, it's good. There are no laws. There is no serious concept, and there are no this laser printed A4s on the wall to go. We don't know. Okay, it's just
but why-
just a table with the food there.
But why then you
Okay,
were-
there are these things like don't.
Sorry, but why then you thought about this card so much? Did you think that everybody else can interfere and you can't as an artist? You're also just a person
I just.
who can come
I
and
think
change
I
something.
just. I think I just made a small problem for me to push around. Because you are searching for because at some moment, like at the end, when putting those things near the table, you feel kind of empty. After the party, you feel empty. Everybody have gone. There are only two of your like close friends there. You feel empty. You are searching for something. You are searching. Okay, a card. Okay, card. Well, because otherwise. Why Indrek and Marcus are inviting to make an exhibition? Because there's an empty space, that's why. It's not because it's empty and you have to pull something there. Because after the party you're empty, you're fighting for some problems to mess around. About the people interfering. Oh yeah, if it's good, it's good. If it's interesting, it's interesting. There's no problem. If the guy comes and sleeps on it, maybe it's interesting, maybe it's not. Maybe just okay, whatever.